The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. Guten Tag, Herr Christopher. Mein Name ist Craig und das ist, was ist das Skript, ja? Geht die in School, Boys?
Jawohl.
Jawohl. So, we're here for season 5, episode 12. And I hope you all speak German, so it's season 5, episode 12 of What's the Script podcast. Welcome back. Chris, how are you, mate?
Aye, I'm a hunky-dory, getting ready to go back to the professional work environment that we live in. But aye, other than that, I've been enjoying my time, chilling. I mean, the weather's been shit, but hey-ho, that's Scotland.
That's Scotland, isn't it, mate? Aye, as it's been pretty fast 4 days after us, I think. I've not done anything. I've had the kids and just done bits and bobs and that, but the time's flew in and we're back at work tomorrow. Oh, at least we'll have this podcast to listen to, mate, when we're patrol. There you go. Well, not at 9 o'clock, right enough. So, folks, thank you to Quentin for providing the title tracks and Native Origin, who are the sponsor of the podcast, that will be providing quality sport and leisure wear in the very near future. I just got an email about it yesterday of the CEO, Mr. Fenton, and he's put his first order in for some merch, so I'll be hopefully rocking a wee hoodie shortly, and hopefully you'll be able to buy them shortly as well, so stick around and hit those notification bells so you can get all the info on all the platforms. And speaking of platforms, we have the Facebook page, which has soared to 338 wee souls. The YouTube, we've got better subscribers, 313 subscribing on the YouTube channel. Chris is also currently had a good boost on TikTok, haven't you, mate? Up to 320 odds.
Nah, I'm mad again the day. It's climbing.
Oh,
it's like an STD. It's getting spread about.
It's like a germ at Park Kid. Fucking breeding. And obviously you're doing the X as well, which is well over 1,800 people. Shout outs and mentions to our cohorts, dear to our hearts, the Seismic Cinema, Diabolical and Breakfast Crews, who I've listened to this week again, but don't ask me to remember what they were because they were all listened to days ago, and chuckled and chortled away at them and all that.
Chuckled and chortled.
The kind of laughing you do in a Beano comic. Chortle, chuckle, guffaw.
I used to see that in comics. Go, who the fuck is chortling?
I know, that's mental, isn't it, mate? But what else did I was going to say something there. Yes. In fact, no. I'll just ask you right after that, Chris. What have you been up to this week and what have you been watching? We'll go there first.
Well, for some reason, I went down a route of just horror films. I don't know why, but it just happened.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
But, aye. Wee bit of a long list, but here we go. I watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe. Didn't mind that.
Nice.
The Babadook. That is fucking garbage.
Don't know what that is.
Ghost Stories. I don't mind that. British ghost stories. It's kind of... First one's kind of spooky because I don't know if it's because we kind of do that job a wee bit, but it was all right, mate. It was all right. Then I watched Jerusalem. It's like one of the found footage ones. That was pish. I watched the Belko Experiment. I like that. That's wrote by your man there.
My man?
Is it James Gunn?
All right, okay.
I'm sure he wrote it. Aye. Then I watched Stigmata, the classic it is, Stigmata. Then for some, because obviously Miss Arquette is in that, I stuck on True Romance. Class film. Uh, then I watched the new Salem's Lot. It is fucking junk. Anybody that watches it and says it's brilliant, you should be dragged into the street and shot. It is fucking so bad. Like the original had this atmosphere, it was a bit creepy and all that shit. See this? I felt like I was watching Goosebumps.
Aye.
It was fucking shite. Shite. And what gives me the fear is apparently Salem's Lot 2 has been they gave the green light. Fucking Jesus. Oh. Anyway.
Jesus, Mary
I watched
Joseph and
another
the wee
one called
babies.
I watched another one called Azrael. It was so. It's about after the apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
People are mute. There's fucking demons cutting about. Stuff like that, know what I mean? There's a cult. So aye. I'll not say too much, but people can go and watch whatever they want to watch. I gave Alien Romulus another go, and I have not changed my opinion.
I was waiting on you
It
saying
should have
it
been
was
fired
actually it was
out
going
of
to
a
get
fucking
worse.
airlock.
Aye.
It's not so happy. I watched Beetlejuice, and then I watched Stargate with Kurt Russell and
Nice.
all the crew. Know what I mean? So aye, we went places, but
No
it was
half.
heavily populated with the horror genre. There,
What Beetlejuice
so
did you watch? The new one or the original?
the new one.
Good, innit?
I'd rather enjoy it.
Aye, I
Rather
like
enjoy
it.
it.
I'll get
Aye.
another wee watch, so I will.
I see people gave it pelters, but I mean, I don't know why. They were saying it was bloated and all this stuff, but I think it ticked all the boxes for me.
Aye, that's that. What the fuck do you want? Now they bring out Salem's Lot, but with today's technology, you think with a good story, you really can't go wrong with that shit. But again, they fuck it up. Aliens fuck it up. Predator keep fucking it up. Apart from Prey was all right, you know what I mean? But all these IPs that are Star Wars fucking it up. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And as I says to you in a group chat a couple of days ago, I've got my genuine concerns about Superman now because it seems to me James Gunn's looking through comic books and just trying to find every fucking hero that he can muster, and
Aye.
I think it's just going to be too much. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it proves me wrong, and I'm like, wow, fucking amazing. But Crypto has always been a cartoon for me. You know what I mean? He's always been a cartoon figure. And now he's going to be in a kind of, what we were told is going to be a kind of serious Superman.
Kind of grounded.
One of the first photos we've seen for shooting months ago was Mr. Terrific. Oh, what's he doing in this film? But he was one of the fucking main reasons that Arrow turned out shite. His character, you know what I mean? So we'll wait and see.
It could be like a wee daft montage. Know what I mean? Fucking, we dealt with this guy, know what I mean? But I don't know.
But the photo is for the back of them, and it's the two of them sitting on the moon looking at Earth. So you're wondering, is that the end of the film? Maybe they're just sitting back thinking, safe for another day, Crypto. Wow. Know what I mean? I don't know.
It's just, damn it. Well, unlike yourself, mate, I had my I wasn't sure right for the beginning.
No, I know. You're a doubting Thomas. You're a bastard.
No, I think it's going to be fucking. It's like it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy sort of thing. Except there's like a teen melodrama in the middle of it, man. I'm thinking Smallsville with a bigger budget. I'm telling you.
And Smallville was all right for its time and what it was and the longevity and blah blah blah, but condensed into a 2 hour or whatever film. Is this going to be a victim of the thing we've seen recently where the main character becomes a side character in his own movie kind of thing? I hope I'm right.
Possibly.
I don't want to fucking poop out and I've got concerns. So was that you, mate? Is that everything you watched, eh?
Well, how have you watched, mate? There you go. A wee tangent before the next tangent.
Nothing wrong with a tangent. I enjoy a fucking tangent. I
Aye.
like people talking
Aye.
about tangents.
I often go to the shop and buy myself a bag of tangerines.
I often go to the shop and gaff in a fucking tangent and come away with whatever I've no fucking got. I went out for milk and came back with biscuits. So
Oh.
I'm currently on series 3 of The Rookie. Not watched it in a few days because I've had the kids. I'm right up to date with Grotesquerie, episode 5 and 6. That's a good watch, man. That's aye, get it watched. It's good. Film wise, I'll keep the 3 cinema releases to the last. But apart from them, I watched the Simpsons movie for the first time in a long time, and I enjoyed it. I went doing an Asgardian fucking melee, and I watched Thor, Thor: The Dark World, Thor: Ragnarok, and Thor: Love and Blunder, because it's utter shite. And even Ragnarok's went doing a score in my ImDb and all, because okay, I'm not getting into it. That's what I watched, right? And that was it, mate. Apart from the 3 new ones, I went to the big screen and I saw Joker, Folie à Deux. Folie à Deux.
I'm interested to hear this.
I'm one of the 4 people that didn't like the first one, right? No that I didn't like it, right? I just didn't see it for what everybody else saw it as. I was like, no, listen, you've stolen IP to reel people in and you've not used it. In this one, I enjoyed it a bit better because I had no fucking preconceptions about this being Gotham, Joker, DC and all that, even though it was, right? I just watched it as a film on its own and it was all right. But the music side, it was shite. The story ended up going nowhere. Spoiler, Arthur. It was about Arthur again. The first movie started with Arthur, and the second movie ends as him as Arthur. So he's went from a pathetic bastard to having a wee bit of nous back to a pathetic bastard. However, its saving grace in this is obviously Joaquin Phoenix was awesome as he is. He's just a great actor, and he can only play what he's been asked to play. Lady Gaga, I think she's fine. I think she's fine in I've seen her in, to be honest with you. And Brendan Gleeson was great as a supporting actor but everything everybody says is true. I think the majority are going a wee bit overboard because they blew their load on the first film. You know what I mean? They were their wanking sock was like a boomerang after that first film, so they've actually took it personally the second time around. Do you know what I mean?
What?
They're
Avatar.
hurt by it. Aye. So get it up. You deserve it. It should never have been made, mate. It's just a studio makes $1 billion. Oh, you know what I mean? Try to catch lightning in a bottle for a second time. And I'm glad to get it up. Use everyone. The 3 good actors get paid. And I just feel sorry for the cunts that built the sets and all that. It was shot beautifully. The story was shite. That went on a bit, didn't it? Also, on your recommendation, watched Speak No Evil with James McAvoy, and it's fantastic.
Aye.
I was scared watching that film. I was uncomfortable, knowing what might come and what might not come, and his change in attitude and mood, and the way he was hauling about that wee boy and all that. I'm like, oh, you bastard. You bastard. And as I say to you, I get real Russell Crowe and Unhinged vibes off him. Because, like you said, he's been fucking working out, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a big boy. Aye, mate. Like I says to you, mate, it was a smashing rewatch. Fucking.
Didn't know it was a remake.
I think I'm not sure. Is that Dutch? Maybe. I think there's a Dutch version at first.
I don't know. Somebody commented and said, "Aye, no bad for a remake." And I was like, "What?"
Aye, but that is, mate. It's good. I think he's found his niche, playing a fucking loony. I think he just does it well. Could be that old Glaswegianism.
Aye, we all get a little mad sometimes. You know what I mean? And then the last one I saw was Demi Moore, The Substance. It was great. Absolutely great. I described it to somebody as if Stephen King rewrote Death Becomes Her, this is what it'd be. Big shout out to 61-year-old Demi Moore for getting her wash in it. Fucking looking good, Demi. Looking good, hen. But she was brilliant. She fucking acted the shit out of this role, by the way. And the story was good. It goes a bit, for the last act, it goes a bit fucking mental, but the prosthetics and all that, you can't cry. So if you've not watched that, folks, I would say watch it. And that's the 3 new movies out this week. But there you go. That's me. We're done.
I see. It's a big spread, that. It's like a big spread. It's like going to a funeral and there's no just steak and gravy pie there. Swish fingers.
Steak. Is that what you get at a funeral? Steak and gravy pie?
No, I don't eat a funeral, fuck's sake. That's mental.
Right, so folks, as you know, it was Chris's pick this week. Well, it was my pick last week and off of Chris's list. And I managed to pick an absolute steesher, as I've been saying quite a lot, in Inglorious Basterds, 2009, Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
Brilliant. It was that good. It was on my list, I know, and I had to strike it off. So, Chris, before you tell us what was happening in 2009, tell us a wee bit about the film, mate.
Oh, well, this is a quality addition to Quentin. Well, I'm probably biased because I like everything that fucking Quentin Tarantino does. But, aye, this itself, you've got a ragtag bunch of American soldiers get dropped into occupied France during the Second World War, and like most Tarantino things, it all amalgamates into a big crescendo. But it's well written, well acted, fucking everything's superb about it. So, aye. Plus, I think at one point it was Tarantino's most successful movie. Talk about money-wise. So,
really?
But aye. But it was a delight in 2009 because I was needing a wee pick-me-up after 2008.
I know that over, I know why. Because we shouted that a couple of episodes ago, didn't we? Rage is it coming? But aye, it's awesome, mate. As I say, it was on my list as well. And I hadn't seen it in a while. And I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it last night, man, watching it. Like, it was just some cracking performances. Great story. A bit of, obviously, slapstick as well in it. And but could have happened if Hitler butt the bullet.
Well,
brilliant.
I hadn't watched it in ages, mate, because I've had it on DVD and all that, and I watched it an obscene amount of times. Like, obscene. Like, fucking... Some people will know, but see, when it was the DVD menu, it would play the song, right? And then eventually it would start the film again on some DVDs. I'm not sure about this one, but I think it kept playing there and there again, sort of thing. So you were like that. Oh, the controls there. Yeah, fuck it, we'll watch it.
Leave it on. Leave it on.
Just that.
And it's an absolutely brilliant title for a movie, I know.
Oh.
It was a film back in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s, called Inglorious Basterds. ARDS. Yeah. This one is ERDS. So sometimes people are looking for this and they're like, I keep getting the old film, you idiot. You're not spelling it right, mate. But talking about movie titles very quickly, I put a post out on the Facebook group chat. I done it on X as well, but my traction on X is shite. But in the Facebook group chat, what a response! I put in a wee meme, a wee bit of art, and I says, replace one word in a movie title with the word jobby. Oh, what a response. What a response. Andy Gallagher, his first response was Pirates of the Jobby, Star Jobby, My Jobby, Brave Jobby, Once Upon a Jobby, Chainsaw Jobby, Lord of the Jobbies, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Jobby, Forest Jobby, The Green Jobby, American Jobby, The Last Jobby. And I'm going to stop there because it goes on and on and on. We've got Johnny Glendinning with The Good, The Bad and The Jobby. Tim, Jobby Finger. Big Mo, Mohammed Sadiq, Terminator 2, Jobby Day. A Million Ways to Die in the Jobby. And I told Andy at that point, plenty. Saving Private Jobby, Edward Jobby Hands. That's fucking brilliant, that. Ian Dale, A Fistful of Jobby. Ian Dale again, Jobby Has Fallen. Stop, or my mum will Jobby. And then I put in Jobby Academy 1, Jobby Academy 2, Jobby Academy 3, and so on and so on. Another couple dead quickly. Hazel Lafferty, Fried Green Jobbies, and the Whistle Stop Cafe. And Stephen Watt, again, Lord of the Jobbies. Oh, and Debbie Does Jobby by Ross McCulloch. So, what a response.
Well done, folks. Aye, well done.
Well done indeed. There's another, and I'm no shitting you. Ha! Shitting you. There's another 50, 60 easy there, but that was plenty. Thank you for your response, people.
Lock, stock, and two smoking jobbies.
Oh, the Jobby Strikes Back. Return of the Jobby. Oh, honestly, there's millions. But Chris, this was out in 2009, which far preceded a lot of those movie titles. What else happened in 2009? Let's go back to the year. Back to the year. Back to the year of the film. Take it away. Boo!
Aye, so 2009. Just some events there. You had Sullenberger landed a plane on the Hudson River. That's how I've ended up with that film. Sully there.
Sully, aye.
Barack Obama was inaugurated as the president. Didn't think it was that far back, but there you go. Parks and Recs debuted on NBC in America.
Fantastic.
Was also the same year that Captain Phillips was rescued by the Navy. That's where we get the I'm your Captain New.
What's that? Jesus.
Apparently so. And, well, there you go. The Oasis split up. Aye.
Only for a short time.
And apparently, Minecraft is first released.
Wow. 2009?
Apparently. So, I don't know if it was, like a beta version and all that before there was like a big game, or it all just came out, boom. But
magic. Hey, by the way, there's two world events creating work for Tom Hanks.
Aye. I know, I can't believe he's going to play Barack Obama in that film.
Every time there's a human triumph, fucking Tom Hanks' phone rings, know what I mean?
Aye. Fucking, when there's disaster, I won't be very far away.
Yeah.
But film-wise, we had the Star Trek reboot with J.J. Abrams.
Love that.
Don't mind him. We also had The Hangover, The Watchmen, X-Men Origins Wolverine, District 9, and the major success that was Avatar, that has already been mentioned. But see what was hilarious about that, I know, that I kind of read? They brought out a syndrome, like Avatar syndrome, because people went to see this, and it was such a fucking optical to delight some people, they couldn't go on living. And I'm like that. It's fucking shite.
Fucking spare me, man.
Oh,
I can't handle the beauty. Fucking cowboys and Indians in space again, man.
You need to watch it behind a veil to hide your shame. So fucking. Oh, I'm telling you, mate. Read it as a thing. It was an actual syndrome. People couldn't live life knowing that it was fucking there, and life will never be this good again. But song-wise, talking about Lady Gaga, she had Poker Face out. I mean, I got the club bouncing there. The Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling. That was a Friday night kicker, that. Use Somebody by the Kings of Leon. So What by Pink, and Viva La Vida by Coldplay.
Nice.
So that's a wee splash of the songs there, I think. Lets you know where we were in the world. But death-wise,
oh no,
death-wise was harsh. It was harsh.
What was it?
Well, first of all, we had Michael Jackson popped his clogs. Did he? Did he not? That's up for you and your God.
Aye.
Aye. But he's deed. He's officially registered deed on the internet. So that's what's happening.
He's no claimed the brew
We
in a
also
long time.
lost we also lost Brittany Murphy. Right?
Well, I had a hots for her.
Yeah.
Do you know what she died
We
of?
also lost
Being sick. No getting out. Her and her boyfriend died of just hermetitis. It's fucking tragic, by the way.
It is, man. It is.
Sorry.
It's also the same year we lost Mr. Patrick Swayze. So there was no more Dirty
Oh.
Dancing,
Oh,
at least as far as he
Jesus.
was concerned.
Say bug and jigging for him.
It was also the year we lost Farrah Fawcett.
Oh,
And-
Charlie's Angels.
We lost the director that was John Hughes. If nobody remembers who John Hughes is, he was Home Alone, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, The Breakfast Club. Know what I mean? See anything people wanky of the 80s about, he directed.
Mm-hmm.
And another wee sad death with Bobby Robson. He also died. But so we lost a lot of people, but that's as far as I was gone because I was starting to tear up.
No wonder. Oh, that was a bad year, wasn't it? That was a bad year,
Oh,
right enough.
Aye.
Aaron Ramsey must have started scoring a lot of goals in that season, I'll tell you. Putting people to the sword and the like. So that was brilliant, mate. That was a great wee run down memory lane there. Some cracking movies and some cracking music there as well. Like you say, it does not seem 15 years ago, man. Oh,
No.
Getting old here, getting old. But
Aye.
most of all, in 2009, at the cinema, we are talking this week about Inglorious Basterds, as we said, which was released on the 19th of August, 2009. Directed and starring Quentin Tarantino. Also starring Brad Pitt. No, it didn't star Quentin Tarantino. I'm talking shite. Also starring Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz. It did star Quentin Tarantino. Eli Roth, Melanie Laurent, Diane Kruger, Daniel Bruhl, Michael Fastbender. I fucking love him. Till Sweiger, Mike Myres, Jackie Ido, and that's where I've stopped it. But you want to tell us a wee bit about the financials, mate?
Oh, well, if the internet is to be believed, sometimes it's no. But apparently the budget was $70 million and it brought in over 321 million. No, that's some return, that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's definitely not to be sniffed at.
Definitely no. Especially at a time when, more than ever, Quentin Tarantino's films, a lot of the movie snobs turned their nose up at him. Just, they couldn't see past violence and the honesty and the swearing and all that. It's fucking brutality. Fucking not movie, not cinema. But they're just fannies, man. It's brilliant. I got an 8.4 in IMDb and an 89% on the mouldy tomatoes. So the people have spoken.
Oh, mate, what I say is I'm biased towards Tarantino. Everything he's done, like even wrote, know what I mean? Fucking,
Exactly.
it's just mate, it's right up my street. Maybe it's because we were like a Tarantino household sort of thing, I don't know, but we've got flags and all that, mate. We've got a painting of me on the mantelpiece and all that.
Refer to each other as Mr. Pink and all that.
Aye.
It's great, mate. I mean, like you say, he's knocked back for everybody. That's how highly regarded he is. You know what I mean? He's knocked back Melanie will ever film. He's done some brilliant guest appearance directing on like long running series and all that, like CSI and stuff. One of the best double episodes in CSI ever was done by him. Like,
it was, man. It was
underground and all that, and other things as well. But he's chucking it into.
Aye, he's doing one with a film, and then I think he's doing a series with 8 episodes, and then that's him. So, but I think his mantra is leave them wanting more. Know what I mean? or stay on top while you're on top. You know what I mean? Because I didn't think the last one I done, see, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I didn't really like it to begin with, but I watched it again and then you appreciate it better. Know what I mean? Whereas this one, this fucking ticked all the boxes for me right away. I was like, that's a Tarantino film, that.
Aye. You're
So,
a lover of combat, but aren't you?
you know, aye.
What's very quickly, mate? What's the film synopsis? If you've got it there.
I would just say Lieutenant Aldo Rain is in charge of a wee band of guerrilla warfare soldiers dropped into Nazi-occupied France. So you were doing the loser sign there. Loser!
Oh, hell above me.
But aye, they're dropped into Nazi-occupied France, waging guerrilla warfare on Nazis, and they eventually intertwine their destiny with a young Shosanna who runs a theatre in France as well. Not sure if it's still Paris, but aye. And it's a Tarantino film. Like you're getting bits of a story and all that, and eventually it all comes together with consequences. So
no half, mate, no half. See, one of the best things, compliments I can pay this film, it will be when we get to the quotes that we like, because I think all the best, well, majority of the best quotes can I write down, can I repeat, can I do justice, because they're so fucking long, aren't they?
Aye. It's what it says, mate. It's a Tarantino film. The dialogue is the film. No, I mean it's when you watch anything, let's see Reservoir Dogs and all that. I mean that's majority of that film is shot in one room. Doesn't go anywhere else, but it's fucking you're like that. You're engrossed in it, and again, it's much the same here. Not I mean, especially when it comes to Hans Lander's fucking scenes. You're just drawn in with that guy, man.
Aye, he's so good, man. It's on a part. Well, this was first anyway, and then he does the Doctor in Django. He's just the exact same character. He's literate. He's multilingual, and oh man, he draws you in with a presence before it's too late, and he's just got this underlying narcissistic, demonic fucking passion to kill, man. Oh, great, absolutely great.
Aye, odd, mate. I'd go as far as to say he's probably one of the best movie villains ever. Like, just the way you can get fucking like opening scene, right? The opening scene is one of my fucking favourite parts of this film, right? And it's just, he's like you say, when he's sitting there, he's quite pleasant and he gets you all relaxed. And let's see, the first time you watch it, you're like, oh, this guy's just sound. He's just ticking boxes, you know what I mean? My job's done. And then, like you say, it flips, and it's just, again, this really bad guy. And then even you watching the film, you go, oh, you bastard, he's done me and all there.
That's the thing. It's the brings you into his confidence. He relaxes. Again, one of my favourite scenes is at the very start as well, because that farmer knows he's in fucking soapy bubble, but it relaxes him. He gets him comfortable, and then it just flips the switch, man. It's just the way he says, no, it's just a formality. I just need to double check these things. And he puts his paper and all that. You know what I mean? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's very again, I think that's the thing Tarantino does, but it's the tension in that scene and the anxiety that builds up and all that, and you're just going, oh fuck. Because even the wee French guy, right, he doesn't get a shout out, but see the way he plays that scene as well, mate. It's fucking terrific. You know what I mean? All the confidence. Do you mind if I smoke my pipe and all that? And it's like a battle of wits to the point where he just wears them down to a wee nub and just goes, where are you keeping them? This guy's just broken. He's going, oh fuck, I've let a wolf in. You know what I mean? It's just
aye. And see, just as he's standing up, the tear just drips down for his eye. You're like, fucking, because he knows he's just sold his soul to save his family, which you never actually get to see if he did save his family. But I would assume that as much as a bastard as Lutz is, he's kind of a man of his word as well, isn't he?
Aye. What I say is, mate, it's just the way you're just grafted. Absolutely grafted. I think you're just like, fuck.
Well, wait, man.
It's, I can even do things like that. Can you tell me about the family and all that? And it's just all these wee details like, yeah, wee delicious milk and all this and that. This guy's all right. And then fucking boom. Well, because I think he's actually kind of, see when he sends his daughters out as well, this is a private conversation, you don't need to be here. I also think that's to manipulate that guy. Like going, aye, your family's out there, don't worry about it. And then
Mhm.
see when I date eventually where you doing till you tell me what I want to know. Your family's not going to see it, and you can live with your secret shame. Know what I mean? You're just going,
Aye. Only thing that put me off that scene was the milk. Because I just don't like milk, man. And there's no fridges in 1941 France in the mountains. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's coming right out of the tit, that. He's
well,
walking
aye.
that, doing that. Oh.
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, that's the best type for you. Right out the because apparently pasteurized is just coloured water. So, but we're talking about Christoph Waltz anyway. He was that good, mate. He won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. But the film itself was actually nominated for another 7.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I was saying, Tarantino doesn't usually get the nods, but this film definitely did. So,
Aye. It was,
there you go.
it just shows you. Beautifully written. The story, we'll get into it in a wee bit more depth as we go. The subplot's not that to get to the crux of the story, and that is just fantastic. Every one of them is brilliant. It was quite interesting to read that Quentin Tarantino was considering abandoning the film while the casting searched for someone to play Colonel Hanslander, fearing he'd written a role that was unplayable. But after seeing Christoph Waltz audition, both Tarantino and the producer Laurent Bender agreed that they found their perfect actor for the role. Of course, he did, mate.
Aye, 100%. It just seems like it was wrote for him. Even the role in Django just seems like it was wrote specifically for this guy. It's just, I watched that interview, like Tarantino talked about that, and he thought he wrote it too complex for anybody to play. This multilingual, like quiet man, but also a fucking serial killer, really. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And then, because they were actually going to call the whole film off because they
That's what I
couldn't get
said.
it.
You don't fucking listen to me, no?
No. And then it was one said the casting guys got him in. There's like, we found our guy. Oh, have you said that too?
Aye. I've said that of it. And then,
Aye.
totally by chance, I came across a wee short reel, and I sent you about the interview of him on Howard Stern, talk about Brad Pitt.
Aye.
That was, he thought, I really want Brad Pitt for this, but there's no way I'm going to get him. But I'll try anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's only going to be 3 weeks' work, and it's going to happen like next week, and
Aye.
it's no happening. And he phoned his agent, and his agent's like, fucking right, he's ready to go, let's do it.
Aye. Because apparently there was other actors considered for different roles, and they couldn't do it because of obviously scheduling conflicts. Apparently Tarantino wanted Adam Sandler, to play the Donnie part.
All right.
Right. And Simon Pegg to play the Archie Hickox part. But unfortunately, both were up to something. I think Simon Pegg was doing Tintin, maybe. And Adam Sandler was doing Funny People, something along those lines. Know what I mean?
They fucking worked out for them, didn't they? Jesus Christ.
So, aye, just to hit home that scheduling thing. Because apparently that's what actors do. They've already got fucking. If they're working on one, they've got 2 projects already in the pipeline.
Which is what Brad Pitt doesn't believe in doing, and that's how they got him, which is great.
Aye.
Doesn't like to back himself into a corner. He likes to make decisions. So that something amazing comes along his desk, he can go, let's do this one. You know what I mean? So,
aye.
Whereas
I
you
can see
get
this
Tom
as well,
Cruise
mate.
that's booked out for the next 10 years.
But see, I think this film's like kind of resurgence for Brad Pitt, I know. not that he'd went away at any point, but I think it was just see the films he was getting after this. I think they were just better
Mm-hmm.
because I think I'm not sure if this was before Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and I'm like that going, oh, you can do that road, Brad. Know what I mean? Oh no,
Aye. Before Fury, wasn't it? Fury was
aye,
what? 14, 2000. So I like him in this kind of role. His early career, I don't want to sound crass or jealous or uneducated, but a lot of his roles were for his looks, I think, right?
aye,
And I get that, you know what I mean? Legends of the Fall and kind of stuff like that, but maybe even Interview a Vampire, which I love. But aye, these roles, he's forced to act a bit. That Aldo
yep,
Rain accent is fucking mental. Some of the times you're like, what the fuck's he saying? And he's speaking English. You know what I mean? He's so like Southern American, but he's great. I like Brad Pitt. Even when he does
aye,
the aloof character, I thought he was Bullet Train was fucking smashing. He was great in that, man.
aye. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It was the after this he started kind of getting the better films again, in my opinion. Because like we've lined off Bullet Train, we also obviously had Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, World War Z, Fury. Know what I mean? And the other ones I'll go back and watch. Brad Pitt's.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll go back and watch Slivin, but that's like he's like a side act to that
Aye,
sort of thing. Know what I mean?
aye.
But
I do love Interview a Vampire.
aye, oh, I mean, I think it's fucking one of the best vampire films ever. See, just for the way it moves through time, I think it's just brilliant the way they do it.
It's the only time that I will not say a bad word about Kirsten Dunst
Hmm.
because she plays that part as a wee lassie fucking awesome. And then she plays the part of a bratty adult in a wee lassie's body. Brilliant as well. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, but
Off on a tangent, are we, sir? Off on a tangent again. Okay.
bad custom. But aye, definitely, mate. It's just what it says. I think it was just once Brad Pitt done this, I think you kind of seen him in a different light, like you've kind of already said. Know what I mean? Because like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing, it was going down the what family action fucking pattern. Know what I mean? You're going right, okay.
It was. And you knew when that was getting filmed and all, he was fucking about behind Jennifer's back. That was shocking, that.
Yeah.
Do you know what took Tarantino over a decade to write this?
What was it started? Was it 98 or something? We started writing that.
I don't know, mate. I just seen
I know
it
he
was
made
over a
Kill
decade.
Bill 1 and 2 in between this. I'm sure. I'm not sure if he says it was during the making of Jackie Brown he started like talking about with the idea of this. But
It's not one of my favourites, the Jackie Brown, man.
people say it, but again, it was another one. I watched it again.
Bits. It's got
Aye, and I see the Tarantino-ness coming through it. Know what I mean? But again, I don't know if that's just me being biased. You know how some people watch anything like Spielberg does or something, and they're just like, "Oh, that was fucking pure dead brilliant," and I'm like, "E.T.'s pish. E.T. is fucking pish."
Aye, they've gave it a 10 before they've seen it. You know what I mean?
Aye.
As I says to like Colin in the group chat, maybe even over a year ago, about the Star Wars stuff, I says, listen, you can love something and no like what it does. Because you can't, nobody can say, I'm not, listen, I'm going into another fuck, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You can love something and you can be critical of it. I've got fucking favourite bands that have brought out shit albums, you know what I mean?
What's that? It's the exact same thing, mate. It's just, I like the way, see when he does certain scenes, that it's like the scenes that are, see, in normal films, it's always like a big scene followed by another big scene. Sometimes I just feel that, say, the way Tarantino does his film, his scenes are the bits between the big scenes. Know what I mean? See the things that are cut out. We don't need that. I think he just elaborates more on it. Know what I mean?
Aye. That's why he's so unique. He's very unique, and he's that good a style. I think you could you could watch a film without knowing who was the director and say that's a Tarantino. Don't get me wrong, fucking most of his cast would fucking get away, I suppose. Samuel Jackson and Kurt Russell and Tarantino, very good.
Because although this film is very serious, see the comedy in it. It's the Tarantino comedy and all, and it's just like, for instance, when it's then the Hugo Stiglitz bit. See the bit he's killing this commander, but he's forcing his arm down his throat. You know what I mean? You're just going, why?
It's as if he's just trying to think of new and improved ways of making them suffer before they die. I couldn't remember that bit, and I thought, is he going to pull his tongue out? I couldn't remember, man. But see the other one, he wakes the guy up first.
Aye.
And then puts a pill in his face, and you think he's going to smother him, and then, no, stabbing him in the face with a pillar.
That's fucking. That's it, mate. It's like it's signatures of Tarantino's. See the over the top violence, the grotesque violence, and the funny bits, and most times they kind of come together at the same time, which is fucking. It's like I said, mate, bias as fuck.
Do you know what else is very comedic but clever, and a lot of people don't. Well, maybe a day, but I just think his take on a British soldier was forcefully, the way we do it, innit? To be proper and matter of so fucking English, man. I think that's hilarious. And in fact, I got Mike Myres today and all, who is, for that wee short role, fucking phenomenal, by the way.
Aye, mate. So, mate, it's one of my favourite lines in the film. See when he's telling Hitchcock's, when you get there, the bastards will be waiting for you.
The bastards, sir? Yes, a ragtag mob who named himself, you see. Fucking brilliant.
It's superb, man. Which is the way he says it, but he turns and he goes, the bastards will be waiting for you there.
Somebody said on Twitter a good while ago, I think it was somebody for Diabolical, and they started a thread saying, who is the best portrayal of a British person in film that isn't British? And there you go, Mike Myres. Was slightly untrue because he was born in fucking Scotland, just immigrated to Canada, but that guy, I think the world's a fucking sadder place since he kind of lost his powers, man.
Aye.
Austin Powers.
Aye, it's just, mate, even that bit with Michael Fassbender, I know, because I think it was the first time I kind of took notice of Michael Fassbender. Because I think before this, I'd only seen him in 300.
Right.
Couldn't tell you other things, but this.
Well, let me divulge this right off the bat in case I forget about it. I say, Stu, I already know my favourite actor in this. I already know my favourite person in this film, and it's not who you think it is. It's Michael Fassbender. Again, he's in it a short time, and it doesn't out-act him doing this, right? It doesn't. He's just, see, Michael Fassbender for me, I think he's one of the best actors of our time, who's picked some truly shitey projects, man. It's a shame. He should be.
Aye.
Out there with fucking reaching the echelons of fucking Anthony Hopkins and all that kind of stuff, but he's picked some fucking guff projects, man. I love him. Can't you hear me?
Aye, he's a good actor, man.
What's wrong? You don't hear me? No?
All right, mate, you're bang, aye.
Aye. Always our way there. I could see things properly. Aye, so he was good.
I don't know what's happened either, mate. It's just your picture just froze.
Three women's just talking all the time.
Mate, Fassbender he's smashing. Mate, he was brilliant as Magneto and the X-Men films and that as well. And aye. And Prometheus and all that. I know people don't really like the films, but he's definitely a highlight in that as well.
Aye, awesome in that. Again, he's somebody that makes me feel uneasy when he plays these sort of roles, man. He's so good at them, man. Excellent. But it was David, wasn't it? The David the robot.
Aye,
Just very calm and calculating and
aye,
yes,
David.
quiet. So what's some of your favourite scenes, mate? Here's a couple.
But favourite scenes, right? I guess we've already done the opening, right? But another one I think is brilliant is the scene in the pub. Again, super tense, super anxiety, and there's so many levels to it that you're just you think right they're gonna make it, and then something else comes up and you go, oh fuck no. And then it's something else comes and you're just going, there's no getting a break here, know what I mean? And it just piles on to the point. Oh, I was going to say spoiler alert, but if you've not seen something for 2009, then hell mind you. But it's when again, see when that the German SS lieutenant comes and sits down with him. No, well, everybody knows the scene. Like, obviously, because if Michael Fassbender's character asks for 3 glasses, but he says it with a different 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all told that. Well, we all think that that's what gave him away. But I think that guy already knows that they are not who they say they are. Know what I mean? And it's just
Aye.
if you start looking at it for that way, that scene plays off again. Know what I mean? Because that guy's it's the way like he calls C. Hugo Stiglitz and the other member of the Bastard. He calls them like Lieutenant Frankfurt and Lieutenant something else. So he's got that such a keen like ear for accents.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where they're from. But with Fastbender, he's not heard it. So right away he's like that. You're a stranger, buddy. You know what I mean? And he's just mate. The scene itself is just brilliant. But obviously then it all works out and it's just mate, it's just well done. Well filmed and it just seems continuous and all. Just can't say enough about it, it's brilliant, man.
Aye, goes on for ever. And it's brilliant acting by the lassie that's the movie star and Fassbender and the SS officer, and even when Stiglitz pipes in to tell them to shut up. Because at first you think it's going to be an unfortunate meet because at the drunk table, because we've not seen him having his pint behind the wall, quietly listening to everything. You're like, oh no, this is going to be fucking scary. And then everybody buys it apart from the actress as well.
It's fucking, mate, it's again, it's one of these scenes that if another film were to make it, it would just have them walk into the pub, the conversation would start, then the shooting would start, and then they'd move on right away. Know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whereas this got time to get kind of fleshed out and divulged, and it was like they were exploiting something else instead of just the action part of it, the big payoff. It was like, how did we get to this point, sort of thing. And it was just fucking. If somebody's going to sit down and write this, everybody's part of the conversation. Know what I mean? And the fact that they can all go somewhere, man, it's just nice, brilliant, man. Can't say enough of it.
Aye, because before it's meant to be a simple meet up, but Aldo is saying before it like 100 times in a basement, we're meeting in a fucking basement. Who arranged this? You know what I mean? So he knows this isn't good.
Aye.
I got a bad feeling about this. So aye, it's excellent. But anything else? What other? Here's another one.
I would just say the part with the strudel, because it's giving you ideas, know what I mean? That again, Hans is sitting with Shosanna and his order and stuff and all that. But when he goes, I'll have a coffee, and the lady will have a glass of milk, and you're like that. This bastard knows that's her. You know what I mean? And again,
Aye.
with on you go, mate.
No, you're right. So even then, he's hatching his plan to for what he thinks he's going to get in the end game. Even that he knows that's her. Do you know what I mean? But he's like, I can work this to my advantage. I can get out of this. I can end the war and get my wee island and fucking Nantucket and all that. Bastard.
Aye. It's just again, without him saying anything, you get all that tension and anxiety again. Because he's obviously ordered that glass of milk to let her know that he knows, or it's to let us know, the audience know that he knows who she is, sort of thing. And then after he's had this, again, it's a nice wee polite, let's have a wee bit of strudel. Here, this is nice and all that, isn't it? And then it just gets to that serious bit again. There's something else I've got to ask you. And it's just like that drop. The smile disappears and all that, and he's just staring at her. And you know, just in that second that he's decided, I'll let her away. You know what I mean? And just fucking, I forgot what it is. Couldn't have been important, and then leaves her with that trauma. Let her going, fuck, he knows. And then as we're the audience sitting going, does he know? Or is that just a coincidence that he's done there? Know what I mean?
I know.
It's brilliant, man.
And we don't get our question answered until the end and how it all plays out and what his plan was when he's sitting down with Aldo and that wee cunt out of the office, man. It's one of my favourite scenes is the show when he gets the German actress into the wee room herself. And at first, when she tells him about how she got her leg injury, he pisses himself laughing like a wee boy. It's fucking hilarious. And then gets her into the room and says, put your foot in my lap. Come on, put your foot in my lap. And he takes her shoe off. Then he asks her to get into his pocket and get the shoe he's taking for the tavern. As soon as she feels it, she's like, uh-oh, I'm fucked. And then there's an uncomfortable, pleasant for him silence, a wee smile. And then he just turns and goes wild animal, choking her to death, man. You're like, oh, okay, never seen that coming, man.
It is hanging on, mate. See that scene where you see her getting choked and it looks pure real. Apparently that's Tarantino that's choking her because he didn't know if Waltz would date the way he wanted it done. Know what I mean? I'm like that. I think you just wanted to choke a bitch, mate.
Take that, bitch. And then I'll say, for the sake of doing another favourite scene, I didn't know I needed a David Bowie song in this movie, but it just works, doesn't it? Just Shosanna standing, lady in red with a black veil, looking demure and looking down on all these people she wants to see burn, and then Bowie kicks in. It's fucking smashing, man.
Aye. That's like mostly Tarantino's films, mate. He gets the music bang on. Know what I mean? Like we've already done Pulp Fiction, and the soundtrack to that is fucking phenomenal. Know what I mean? But you're right, the song just fits with the scene again perfectly, and you didn't know you needed it. I mean, you would think it would be out of place in a fucking World War II film, know what I mean? But it was there.
Aye. Sometimes it will work for you, sometimes it will no. One of the biggest criticisms of the the new Gladiator trailer was having a rap song in it. It just fucking, come on, man. What the fuck's going on? Jesus.
Aye. I've got the fear about that film and all, but I'll go see it. Fuck it.
Definitely. Any favourite
Well,
quotes?
there's another scene, mate.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, one more scene, mate. One more scene. The bear Jew scene. It's, it's you, I'm trying to. Well, fuck. You never thought you would be sitting there sympathising with a Nazi soldier when you hear that clink of the baseball bat coming out the tunnel. Know what I mean?
Aye, aye, it's
It's
mental, man.
I just that whole scene, the build up to it, this Nazi soldier, you think he's going to do the what usually happens, the coward thing, gear it all up for a wee bit of extra time on this planet, sort of thing, and nah, stands by his his beliefs. Know what I mean? And then gets again the Tarantino brutality. That guy fucking whacking him about with a baseball bat. That is fucking again looks so real.
Aye.
It's fucking
And
oh
it is probably the most famous scene in the movie. It's the one everybody. Oh, Inglorious Basterds, that's that big guy with a baseball bat in it. That's the one everybody remembers, man.
aye, aye, and just aye. Even then, mate, it's like the dialogue between the characters in that part of the film again is it's just brilliant.
Aye,
Just like Aldo Rain, nonchalant. Aye, we've killed all your pals. We're going to kill you if you don't tell us what we want to know. Know what I mean? It's just fucking superb.
I can see when the German soldier says, "You can't really expect me to give up the position, causing German deaths," and then Aldo just smiles and starts folding the map away. Well, I was kind of hoping you'd say that. It's like, oh, fuck that, man.
Aye, aye. That's one of my favourite quotes. I know. Quite frankly, watching Donnie beat Nazis to death is the closest we get to going to the movies. I mean, it's just oh, dirty man.
Aye.
What about quotes for yourself, mate? Any lines in it that are just
Oh, aye. I think Aldo says it there. You probably heard we ain't the prisoner taking business. We in the business of killing Nazis. And business is a booming. Yeah. Yeah. And then the other one, I'll just do another one, and it's Christoph Waltz when he just hits it with, "That's a bingo." Is that how you say it? That is a bingo? Nah, just say bingo.
aye. See that bit of man where he's talking to somebody on the phone? I didn't know that was Harvey Keitel to about the fucking 10th time I watched it. You know what I mean? You just
Oh,
hear
right.
Harvey Keitel's voice. Aye, coming across the voice. Oh, there you go, mate. Let's watch it again, mate, and see when they're negotiating on the phone. It's Harvey Keitel's voice. He's the
Mr.
commander
Wolf.
for the Americans.
Uh,
Aye.
you going to get me the wolf? Brilliant, man. The other one as well is probably towards the end, Aldo. It's the end scene when he's got them in the woods and he just shoots the German that's way, Waltz, and says to wee private, "Scalp Herman." And what? I've bargained for that man's life. Yeah, that made a deal. They don't give a fuck about that. We need you. You'll be shot for this. Nah, I don't think so. More like chewed out. I've been chewed out before. Yeah, chewed out. Brilliant.
Aye. Good man. That's good. Uh, aye. One of mine's is Hugo Stiglitz just saying, say goodbye to your Nazi balls before he starts shooting the fucking. What? Really, man? I already said that one about Donnie. And see, just that bit, like you says, before he chokes out that woman, the actress. See, when he's getting each of them to say their names again,
Aye.
it is fucking superb. Can you see your name with me again? He's like, Gorlami. One there? Gorlami. Dominic Dakota. Dominic Dakota, bravo, bravo.
Gormami.
Superb, man.
Aye. Fucking, I'm the best speaking Italian. You really know, mate. You really know. But anything else you want to say about the movie, mate?
Just saying, well, I see the Hugo Stiglitz. I know the character, he's like an enlisted soldier. And obviously he doesn't like Nazis and all that, but I'm just... What do you think with Hugo Stiglitz? Do you think he's just been punished and no fully in order sort of thing, or do they not agree with the Nazis at all?
I don't know. I was starting to think that maybe there's a backstory that we're just not being told about him, what's happened to him and his family and or whatever. I don't know. Just cause you don't have a deep lying hate for people or a race that unless you've been wronged in the past. But the only gripe I've got with the Stiglitz character is we maybe don't see enough of him in it. We see that wee backstory bit. We see him getting recruited with the bastards, and then there's the tavern scene. You know what I mean? I'd like to have seen the leash taken off him before he died. Good character, great character.
Aye. It's just one I was always wondering about, because obviously you see him getting whipped and all that stuff. See when he's having these mad wee flashbacks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it's just like he's like a representation of like some Nazi soldiers that when they down with killing the fucking Jews and all that, know what I mean?
Possibly,
And
aye.
it's just aye. But no, but I was going to ask you, could you consider this a foreign film, given majority is spoken German and French?
Aye, I could, but I know why it isn't because of who produced it and who directed it and who funded the money for it. So, but there's only 30% of this movie English people if you've not seen it. But it doesn't make a fucking jot of difference. It lends to the authenticity of the setting and the scenes and the time for me. So it could be considered a foreign film. Aye, definitely.
No. Yeah. And what about the big finale, mate, in the theatre?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Let it burn, my love. It's a shame that Zola goes to the projection room and the two of them die. It's a shame she dies, obviously. But our plan came to fruition, and that's what it was all about. Do you know what I mean? She got to burn Nazis.
Aye.
You know what I mean? Brilliant. You like it?
Aye. Aye, because apparently that got out of hand, see that fire. Aye. Mate, brilliant. Just total Tarantino. Hitler's face getting shot off and all that, know what I mean? Just fucking the world could have been so much different.
Aye.
But aye. It's final crescendo. Aye, it's smashing. Know what I mean? All the high ranking Nazis getting taken out. And just utter chaos the way it's done.
Mm-hmm.
In the old Tarantino fashion.
That's it. And then obviously Christoph Waltz getting what he wanted at the end, but no quite. That was good.
Aye. Because you think he's going to get away with everything he's done, know what I mean? This bastard's going to get away unpunished, like some Nazis did.
Mm-hmm.
But aye, for him to get tanned at the end with just your ordinary soldier sort of thing, know what I mean? The morality soldier. Nah, mate, you're a piece of shit. You're getting it.
Aye. You're a piece of shit, and just because you don't wear the uniform doesn't mean to say nobody should know about it. They're going to know about it, mate. Take this. It's actually brutal the way he puts the swastika in his head in it, because before you see him doing it, you think he's obviously going to cut into it, but he stabs it into his fucking head. It's horrible, man.
Aye. Aye. Obviously, it's pathetic, but see just the way the skin moves and parts and all that, it's fucking minging, man.
Aye. So you can see his wee eyes and he's screaming like a wee way and all that. It's horrible. But what are you giving this film out of 10, mate?
I'll get a 9 out of 10, mate. A 9.
9. That's a good mark. That's
Aye.
a right good mark, that.
Aye. Unless you're German, and then it's 9.
No, it's 9. 9 means no. But aye, brilliant. I'll get an 8. It's an 8 for me. Absolutely brilliant. Glad you picked it. Glad I picked it off you. And if you've not seen it, we always say, folks, just get a look at, give it a watch, and enjoy it. Let us know what you think. But that was Inglorious Basterds, 2009. Quentin Tarantino, one of his finest. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I'll watch it again very, very soon, I think. But thank you for watching, listening, and all that. I've got a horrible feeling that this recording is going to be garbage because there seems to be a time delay developed between the two of us. I don't know whose end it is. It doesn't really matter, but we'll see how it turns out. There's kind of big pauses in that.
Aye. It's always the same, mate. Technical difficulties and all that shite.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely. Again, thanks for listening and all that. If it is listenable, and all you can ask again is share and all that patter.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. With your enemies, with your friends. And as always, we appreciate everybody that does do a wee download and does give us a wee watch. Hit the like button while you're doing it. Takes you milliseconds, man. But what we're going to be doing next, that's the question.
Oh, that's it. It's movie bingo, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll pick number 36.
36. Oh, we're in for a fucking belter. I'm quite sure you'll need to cross it off your list as well. 36 is Logan.
Oh, there you go. We got a Wolverine action there.
Brilliant movie, man. Hits me hard. Hits you hard, this film.
Oh, aye. Gets you right in the feels. Gets you totes the mosh.
Back into the world of Marvel, but kind of far removed for the world of Marvel, as we were used to at that time.
Adult Marvel.
Adult Marvel, mate. It's the way to go. It's the way to go. But once again, folks, we'll get that in the socials, get it out to you as soon as we can. We hope you enjoyed this. Apologies in retrospect if there is a time delay and all that. And I think it's that time of night between 4 and 6 where the internet gets vastly raped.
Aye. It's sad as one of these things. Perfect world and all that, but hey ho.
Aye. But I'll just wrap it up then, mate, and just say thanks, everybody. It's a cheerio for me.
And it's a cheery bye for me.
The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.